Okay, well today I'm going to be cooking jerk chicken. Now this is my take on jerk chicken. It's not going to be authentic. I'm going to be using it with some rub, which I'm going to put on overnight. I get this particular rub from Asda. This is a Caribbean jerk seasoning, so I'm going to use that on it, and I'm also going to cover it with some jerk barbecue marinade and sauce. So that makes that part of it very easy, and then we'll do the rice, and I'll show you how we do the rice. So we kick off, what I always do, I think you've seen me do this before with the chickens, just cut off the parson's nose, get rid of that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these in half. I'm going to keep the breast separate and maybe cut off the wings, and yeah, generally get it into some more a manageable size. Some people, I've seen these done, just they do them whole and then cut it off afterwards, but I'm going to cut these up first. So yeah, I'm going to start cutting it off. Right, well, a lot of people can chop these up and use sharp knives. This is my favourite knife for getting these in half and taking out the backbones. This is an old bread knife by Saboteur, which I've had for years, but this works well for me. So this is the way I do mine. You cut down the middle like that. That opens it up, and then inside we've got the actual backbone of it. And some people use scissors. I've found with this, if I do that, that's in half. Just place that over to one side, turn it round, and then you've got the other half there of it, obviously watching your fingers. That's it, backbone's out. And then from there, what I'm going to do, cut across there, and we've separated the leg, that side. That's how I'm going to cook that, like that. So we'll cook that like that, and that will just help to get some more smoke around it. And what I'm going to do with this is what you can do, you go around it and find the centre bit like that. You'll hear it pop, and that's it. Yeah, there we've got one leg. And one bit of the thigh. There is a sharp bone in there that I sometimes feel about and get out. So stop anybody choking on it later. So yeah, so right, I'm going to crack on with these. Next time you'll see me, I should have this in pieces. If there's any skilled butchers around, please forgive me. What I like to do is, when I'm cutting these pieces up and that, there's certain bits of skin I like to get rid of. I mean, you can leave them on and eat them, but I like to just trim them down a little bit. So you wouldn't eat that. So I've been round these, trimmed them all up, so they're all pretty nice. I tend to turn them over, run your finger round them, just, you know, even on this piece as well, just make sure there's no real big bones or anything, any really sharp bones sticking out before you put on the marinade and go any further forward. It just makes for easier, you know, you don't have to worry about any sharp bones. Anybody's choking on one or anything like that. There we go. it. So there's 4 chicken wings, thighs, breast. So yeah, so that should be good enough. So right. Not too much of this seasoning, I've just rubbed it with a little bit of oil because it's just like a dry rub. Because it's going to get some more seasoning from the bottles. Make sure that's well rubbed on. Right, just prepping up some of the stuff for the Jamaican rice. So there's some red kidney beans, I'm probably going to use a couple of tins of this. Open that up. And get rid of some of this inside, not all of it. About half of it, tip it away. And then we'll just tip them into the pan. I'm hoping this pan will be big enough, should be. Right, what I'm going to do now is use some allspice in this. It needs pimento berries, but allspice, ground allspice will do. In this, I'm going to put about that much, just under a tablespoon. But you can add some more to this, or less, depending on what taste you like. Next we've got to do is the scallions. And this is my take on Jamaican rice. There's loads of different recipes out there to do it. If you go on YouTube, you'll find loads of them. But this is the way I do it. Chop this up. Pick the bluntest knife that I've got, but never mind. There we go. That'll do. We'll chuck that into the pot. Like so it's good in there. We want some pepper. Now I'd say just pepper this to taste really. It's probably enough, maybe a little bit more. That'll do on that. Salt, I'm using just some kosher salt. That's in there, and now we've got a tin of coconut milk which I'm going to put in. Right, so here's our, put the lid off on that, so we'll put our, I'm going to use the whole tin. So that's as simple as that. Yeah, coconut milk, like I say, this is my take on it. Give it a little bit of stir. Now, because I've just used ones out of a tin, these beans will heat up pretty quickly. I'm also going to put some water in here. I'm going to probably put about 2 cups of water. So we'll do that next. That's a 2nd cup of water. Actually, let me give it one more. About 2.5. And the last thing we'll do is a Scotch bonnet. We'll drop that in and boil this up. Right, so we're going to get the Kamado lit up. I'm using some Labtos wood in there today. I say wood, charcoal. And this stuff comes from South Africa, like an hardwood. And I've had quite good results with it, so I'm going to cook it with that. And I've just put, as you can see, a little tiny bit of apple wood there, give it a little bit of smoke. So we'll leave that there and let that start getting up to temperature. That's a 2nd cup of water. Right, actually, let me give it one more. About 2.5. And the last thing we'll do is a Scotch bonnet. We'll drop that in and boil this up. Right, so we got that going. Let some of that smoke clear a little bit and then I'll put the chicken in. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook that without the deflector plate in, flick it over a little bit, get that cooking, get it browned off a little bit, and then I'll put the plates back in and cook them in direct. I'm probably looking at about 1.5 hours. Right, so I'm just keeping an eye on this while I'm, because the fire's got right up to temperature under there. If anything, I'm turning it down a little bit. I don't want it getting too hot below, so I've closed the bottom vent right the way down to pretty much 0. And we'll get some colour on these, as you can see. They're crisping up already. So we've only got to crisp these up a bit, and then we can quick take the grills off, drop a couple of deflector plates in there and let it slow cook for, I'd say, about 1 hour. And probably going to be cooking at about 300 Fahrenheit. Okay, so we're just going to wash our rice. So I might do that in a bowl, you know, tip that in afterwards. I'll do that a bit easier. To remove some of the starch. So that helps stop it sticking together. And it'll help clean it. You can see it's gone milky there. So we'll wash this a few times until it goes clear. Okay, so I've washed that through now, and that's pretty clear, and I'm quite happy with that. So what I'll do now, tip that out of there, tip this back into there, and that is going to go into the pot. Right, I'm going to add the rice. Get that stir. I'll pull some of these bigger bits out now. They've done their job. Right, we've got that simmering away. Right, put that like that, and we'll let that simmer and let steam, and we'll see what we've got in 20-25 minutes. It's getting there, it's pretty much there. See any of these little bits, pull them out. I'm steaming a little bit longer. So I've got this out, so what we're going to do is chop some of this up. So if we have a look at that, that's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So there we go, guys, that's my take on jerk chicken. It's, like I say, it's not authentic, but it's tasty, and if you try the recipe, I hope you enjoy it.